My fellow warriors, I'm here to give you a sneak peek of what's coming up in the May 2023 update. This is a very exciting update that brings a lot of changes that I think you'll enjoy. Let's start with the first change, which is about laning. In the past, laning was not very rewarding. You could leave your lane after a fight either by dying or going back to base and join another fight without losing much. This made staying in your lane less important. But in this new May 2023 patch, we want to make laning more meaningful. Here's how we're going to do that. 1. The jump pad. Previously, jump pads were active at all times, allowing players to quickly join fights and barely lose anything in their lane in terms of farm and XP. To address this, we have decided to change how the jump pads work by making them deactivate after 1 minute 30 after the game begins. After 1 minute 30, jump pads are active in the direction of an objective, which are Prime Spirit or Prime Guardian and Underling. If Prime Spirit has spawned on your left, then only the left jump pad is active. If both have spawned, then both jump pads are active. We feel this change will greatly affect players that leave lane as it makes it more strategic. 2. Tions. Previously, killing Tions granted a small amount of gold on execution. This amount was also fixed from beginning to end. We have decided to increase the gold amount, experience, and damage that they do to towers. As you can see, we are really trying to focus on enhancing the laning phase and giving it proper priority in game. 3. HP gain at base. We have reduced the rate of health and mana regen when you back to base. This was previously abused to quickly join fights or lanes with minimal consequences. 4. Portals. Portals have been adjusted. The pathing for them has changed. Here is a visual for you to understand. Prime Guardian's portal channels to duo lane portal. Prime Spirit portal channels to solo lane portal and vice versa. Additionally, your position is exposed to enemies when around the portal and entering for 2 seconds, making sure players use the portals more skillfully than before. The jungle has also been revamped. Jungle minions have had their health reduced to make farming in jungle easier. The positions of camps have been rearranged to make jungle invades less devastating. Camp's regen timer has been reduced across the board so junglers can catch up later if invaded early. This should lead to more strategic choices for junglers. Objectives. 1. Prime Spirit respawn timer has been adjusted and buff gained by killing the spirit has been increased for all buffs. Now only 3 Prime Spirits spawn before the 4th, Scylla, spawns. This will hopefully increase the importance of the spirit, leading to a faster growth in the game. 2. Prime Guardian / Underling has been adjusted. Spawn time and respawn time of the Underling and Guardian have been adjusted. Prime Underling when spawned now takes less damage from minions and more damage from players to kill it. The Prime Guardian has had some pretty sweet changes I know many of you have wanted for so long. The Guardian can't be killed solo. It now does take less damage when solo players. Now for the change you've all been waiting for. Prime Guardian now disables towers and inhibitors for a set period of time. The damage done has been decreased though. And now finally, the Prime Guardian no longer does damage to the core. Other changes. 1. Super Tions just got a massive buff, meaning that destroying an inhibitor now has a greater impact on the game than before. 2. Shockwave damage shown here. As you can see, there is no damage done to the core. 3. Bushes now show your position for 2 seconds when shooting from inside them. The next step. Our goal is to introduce more variables that encourage diverse strategies. However, we've seen that the gemstone is a factor that limits the gameplay at the beginning of the match and throughout the game. Therefore, we will remove gemstones and introduce more variables with spells and passives. Here is a sneak peek at our new hero Greystone.